Hi, it's Margaret, and today I'm talking about stratifying perennials. I have a bunch of Echinacea seeds here that need to be stratified before I sow them, so I thought I would do just a quick video on how I do that. Now, what is stratification? It basically means to give the seeds a period of cold so that it kind of mimics the situation that they would have outdoors. So if the seeds were going to self-seed outside, what would happen is they would dry on the flower, they would drop to the ground. That would normally happen at the end of summer. Then they would go through the winter where they would receive cold and moisture as well. And in the spring, you would have little seedlings come up. So what we want to do is sort of mimic that, but in an indoor environment. Now, before I go any further, you can, of course, winter sow these seeds as well. I have had iffy success with winter sowing, so I may actually winter sow a few of these just to test it out again, but I am going to do most of my seeding for Echinacea indoors. I have a bunch of different varieties here, and I'm not going to grow all of them because that would take a humongous amount of space, and I don't have that. So I am going to pick and choose. I have a few here from Baker Creek. I have a botanical interests. Here's another Baker Creek, and then I have four here from Swallowtail Seeds. So I'm going to see firstly which ones I'm going to sow. I think I'm going to pick maybe 5 different varieties to sow this year. So I've decided on these 4. I'm going to grow Mellow Yellow, which I already have in my garden, and I grew from seed as well, and I really like it, so I want more of those. This guy here, Paradiso Mix, because it's such a beautiful blend of colors. I also have this one from Botanical Interest. This is also a Paradiso mix, or they call it a blend, but this is actually a dwarf variety. These here grow to be much taller, 2 to 3 feet tall on the packet here, whereas these are only 18 to 22 inches tall. And I would really love to have some echinacea closer to the front of the border because most of the ones that I grow are the taller ones, so they're always kind of in the middle of the border. So there's that. Then there is Green Twister, which I also have in my borders, but they are plants that I purchased. They haven't really done that well, so I'm going to be trying to grow these from seed and see if I can get stronger plants. This is another dwarf variety from Swallowtail Seeds, and it is called Rose Compact Prairie Splendor, and it's supposed to only get to 18 inches tall. So I'm going to give these a go as well. Now, when we're talking stratification, there's a couple of different types. You can either do dry stratification, which is basically giving the seeds a period of cold treatment, and that's it. Or most seeds, what they do need is moist stratification, meaning they not only have to get that period of cold, but they also need to be moist at the same time. And there's a few different ways you can do this. The main way that people do this is by putting the seeds in a paper towel, putting that paper towel in a little baggie, and then putting it in the fridge. There's that way. Another way is to actually sow the seeds in your little containers or cell packs or pots, and then put the whole thing in the refrigerator as well. Obviously, the paper towel method is a lot easier. You don't really want a bunch of pots in your fridge unless you have an extra fridge maybe. So I use the paper towel method, but instead of paper towels, I prefer to use these. And these are coffee filters. To me, coffee filters are more convenient. They don't kind of disintegrate as easily as paper towels. And sometimes I do have an issue with seeds sort of sticking to paper towels and they're kind of hard to get off, whereas I don't have that issue anywhere near as much when I use coffee filters. Now, I will only use the coffee filter method if I have seeds that are fairly large-ish. If they are really, really tiny, what I will do is one other alternative method, and that is to take the seeds, mix them in with a little bit of soil or a little bit of sand, and then put those into the baggie, the sand and the seeds and everything all kind of mixed together, and put that in the refrigerator. So that's another alternative where you don't have to deal with pots and things like that in the refrigerator, but you still get that moist stratification. And then what you would just do is divvy up the soil, which would hopefully have the seeds kind of spread out throughout it in between the little pots when you eventually sow it. Okay, so starting off with the paper filter here, first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it in half, because I really don't need a huge paper filter like this to start the seeds that I'm doing. I'm only going to be doing a few seeds from each packet, and half of one of these small filters is more than enough. So I got a bunch of filters, and first thing is I will be cutting them in half. So I've got them all cut up, and the next thing I'm going to do is the labels. And the reason I'm doing the labels now is because I want to use one baggie for all of these seeds. I don't want to have to divide them up in between different baggies to separate the varieties. So I'll show you how I do that and only use one bag. Okay, I got all my supplies here. So this is what I need. I use paper clips here that are all different colors. So I am sowing 5 different varieties of Echinacea. So what I'm going to do is pull out 5 different colors of paper clips times 2. So here are my paper clips. So next, what I'm going to use is one of each color on my coffee filters. And this is how I'm going to separate them, because then the next step is to write out the labels, and I will attach the duplicate color of that paper clip to the tag. So then I know exactly what seeds are in that particular filter. Of course, you can't write right on the filter because we're going to be wetting the filters, and that writing would get all smeared up. So let me do my labels now. So all of my labels are done. Now, next step, I want to set aside my packets because I don't want to get the seeds wet when I spray the filters. So set aside my paper clips. So first one I'm going to do is this one. This is the Prairie Splendor. And what I do as well with seed packets is I do not open them at the top, I open them at the bottom. And the reason I do this, and I just kind of make a very tiny opening there. The reason that I open them at the bottom is when I go to close it, I usually fold it over. If I did that at the top, I would end up obscuring the name. So I like to leave the top as it is, and I'll fold it over at the bottom. So here are my seeds. I'm going to take this guy here and take my tag and put the green paper clip on it. Now I'm going to take my seeds There are not many seeds. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 seeds in here. I think I will only sow 4 of them. What I'm thinking is I may get 3 of these to germinate, hopefully all 4, that would be great, but I always give a little bit of allowance for something that doesn't germinate. I really don't know what these are like. I don't want to sow a whole bunch of something that either doesn't do well in my garden or that I may not like. So now we have our seeds here, and now we take our spray bottle and just spray it until it's wet. And then I just fold it up like a little package I'm going to give it one more spray. And there we have a little package. And if you notice how I folded it up was that there are no open ends. I kind of did the bottom, then the top, and then the two sides. That way, if I pick it up this way, there's no chance that it will fall out one of the sides. So now I just have to get a plastic bag for this. So I have this little bag here. And I'll be just putting that one in like that. And now I will do the same thing with the rest of my varieties. So green twister is next. I am going to do a few more seeds because I do have quite a few of those. So for green twister, I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8 seeds there. Boy. This spray bottle, not exactly quiet. So there's green twister done. Next we'll do mellow yellows. I'm going to do a few more of mellow yellow because I do know I really like that one from the one that I already grew. Next up is Paradiso mix. And last but not least is the Paradiso Dwarf. This is sort of an interesting kind of way of packing the seeds. Oh, it's a little bit sticky. So this little packet was stuck to the inside here of the little seed, I guess, pamphlet. Normally what Botanical Interests does is they have this information in the front and back of the seed packet, and then if you rip open the seed packet, basically cut it open, you will have that information. So I guess now they're trying out just having this as a little booklet and having the seeds separate like this, kind of stuck on. I'm not sure if I like it that much or not. Because I guess it's okay, because I guess I can just close this and like paper clip it or something to here. But so for this I am doing 2, 4, 6, 7 of these. And that's it. So all of my varieties are in here, and now what I also do is I just take all my tags and I put them in there too. And now this gets plopped in the fridge, ideally for at least 4 weeks or so. And there you have it. I don't think I missed anything. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I guess one other point that I didn't mention is that some seeds you only need to stratify for 1 or 2 weeks. Other seeds need a couple of months. So it's kind of on a plant by plant basis. The best advice is to simply look it up and see what you find online. I would say a month is a pretty standard amount of time for stratification, but if you do see a different time, or especially if you see a range of times, so you see some sites saying to stratify for 3 weeks or a month, and then you see a couple of sites saying, well, it should actually be 2 months, I would usually err on the side of doing it a little bit longer than a little bit less. And I guess the only last thing is, if you are stratifying seeds and you happen to notice that some of the seeds are starting to germinate while in the fridge, get those seeds into the soil right away. So I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you next time. Bye.